And the Concord sides to take the field, and this is the under-13s, 1981 grand final. Back to square one with our clock on the other side of the field over here. And I'll just quickly run through the players for both teams. The Concord side, wearing number 1, is Bob Habib. Number 2 is Carlos Tamioy. Number 3, Dale Janine. Number 4, Sam Boutros. Number 5, Grant Martin. Number 6, Gavin Langburn. Number 7, Brian Timms. Number 8, Robert McQuaid. Number 9, Jeff Abraham. Number 10, Louis Suka. And number 11, David Suka. Number 12 is David Carradine. And number 13, Amin Zayed, and he's the captain of the side. In the Berala side, number 1 is Matthew Overton. Number 2 is Craig Lambert. Number 3, Jason Little. Number 4, Muni El Samad. Number 5, Glenn Roots. Number 6, Danny Krenkovich, and vice captain. Number 7, Craig McGrath. Number 8, Shane McDougall. Number 9, Peter Titchios. Number 10 is Jim Dayu, and number 11 is Yusuf Edragdu. Number 12 is Craig Jones, and number 13, Ronnie Dawson, and the captain. The reserves for the Berala side, number 14, Tony Kelly. 15, Andrew Carl. 16 is Mick McDonough, and number 18 is Shaban Omran. We think possibly Yusuf may be coming out in jersey number 17 for the Berala side. And the other reserve there is Darren Hardman, and previously their captain, who has been out injured for some weeks and unfortunately has had to miss the grand final. Coached by Jamie Bransbury and managed by Frank Hardman. The referee is Mr. Tom Carroll. Darren Hardman, the captain that can't play today, is sitting over there on a log, very upset with himself that he can't be there in the grand final for 1981. Top captain Darren. It's a shame that he hasn't been able to make the game today due to injury. There's plenty of Berala supporters here today. Club secretary Doug Bounds, and a victorious coach from yesterday is Dick McCabe. He coached the under-11s to a premiership win. And Concord have taken the kick off. They're almost got away on me there. And the ball's kicked right back now into Berala territory. Berala now on their own 22. Craig McGrath. That was Peter Titchos, I think, coming into the back line, in off the edge there. Here's Peter Titchos, out to Craig McGrath again, straight out to Danny Krankovich. I think that was Glenn Roots joining in. It's difficult here with the bright sunshine to pick him up at this stage. No, it was Jim Dayu. Oh, that's a bad pass as he's had to go the forwards, and a knock on to be ruled and the scrum to pack down. First scrum of the game, and this is the 1981 under-13-year-old grand final. The Western Suburbs Junior League. We trust that that sunshine, the bright sunshine there, won't play havoc too much with our camera work today. Long discussion as the first scrum packs down. You can see the size difference here between the two packs of forwards. Ball's fed in, and it looks like it's a Concord ball. So waiting that forwards there. And the Concord halfback is put down to the ground. And running, the big fellow runs from the edge of the rucks there. Berala a little bit slow to move up. They're not moving up as quickly as they should. Referee Carroll telling them to keep back their 5 yards. The ball comes out along the 5-8. Forward running off here for the Concord side. Berala spread themselves out. Another forward running it up hard and straight up into the Berala defence. Well tackled there by Mooney and Jane McDougall. Jane McDougall into a tackle there with Mooney again. Mooney should be out in his centre spot there as Concord turn around and throw the ball out. There's a gap there, and it's almost through the gap. Sixth tackle coming up. Concord throwing the ball out wide. It's throwing out again. It's knocked down by Berala. Picked up by Concord. It should probably 6 to rule again, I would say here. No, referee Carroll's turned around and packed the scrum down. Should have been 6 again, I think. How's that recording down there, please? Have a look. Cover up the sunshine. Thank you. Scrum to pack down. Craig McGrath to feed the scrum. Possession will be an important thing in this game today. Ball's fed in Concord again. Trying to get
on, I thought there. Almost touched the ground with that ball. Go back to the blind side, back into the forwards. Good solid tackling there from the Berala players. As Glenn Roots came in, his opposing wing. Oh, they held up. Berala forwards are not moving up. Got to move up. Berala now is 0-all, and it's only been a minute and a half old this game, and they've been pinned down on their own line. All the possession has been Concord. Got Warnie Elsamad there in doing the work of the forwards there. They've got to move up a little bit quicker. Another tackle there from Warnie. Now he goes back out, I would say, to take up position on the 6th tackle. Concord turn around, they take it the blind side. Quick one out to the wing. And it looks like, oh, and there's a rock ball. That was a very close one there. And the referees turn around and rule the forward pass here. And I would say at this stage he's going to rule the penalty to Berala. Yes, the penalty goes to Berala. Referee Carroll. Ronnie Dawson, the captain, takes the kick for the line. Long kick. Makes a fair bit of ground there. Brings play now just up onto the Berala 22. Craig Jones comes in, the hooker to take the tap. He takes the tap. Oh, he lost the ball there. And it looks like Concord have come up with the ball. 6 again. Good solid tackling there. There's Yusuf coming in. There's a big fellow comes charging up into the Berala forwards. Mooney's in there again doing the work. Concord, they're throwing the ball around well. It's a good little tackle underneath there. Shane McDougall. Peter Chichos in there to help him out. Again, Concord swinging out the blind side. They're running out there. Oh, there's a cover tackle there coming across. Oh, and they must be awfully close to the line. Concord on the attack still again, stepping back into the forwards. Berala are tending to bottle them up a little bit there, but still they're not moving up quick enough. Concord turn around, there's a kick coming up. This could be dangerous. Oh, very well taken. There's Jason Little turned around and took that take. Warnie comes back into the forwards. Can Berala hold it for 6 tackles now? Out to McGrath, out to Yusuf. Yusuf runs it up hard and straight. Got a little bit more vigour into it at this stage. Yusuf gets up slowly to play the ball. We'll go back to McGrath. At to Krankovic, he's got a good sidestep, but he's well covered. He's got 2 men marking him there. Good tackle. Jones, out to McGrath. Out to Roots. Out to Jason Little. Oh, and he's caught by the collar as he goes into touch. Berala, they've made just part of 50 metres and the first time they've held the ball for any length of time. Berala feed the scrum. It's a penalty here. It's a penalty Berala for feed across from the Concord hooker. So Ronnie Dawson coming up to take the kick. Comes in. Takes the kick and it's a good kick. Oh, is it going out? No, it hasn't made it. Concord pick it up, that's bad. Concord turn around and running it up. In fact, McGrath made a attempt at tackle, swinging arm, but missed it. And Mooney Elsamad came in with Roddy Dawson to make the tackle. Jim Dayu's now underneath in that tackle. Concord again throwing the ball out, trying to keep it moving. Yusuf came in over the top, there's a bad break of a tackle there. Good defence there. Glenn Roots came over the top. Ball going out. Concord are throwing around well. The Berala are defending extremely well though. Here we are. Number 11 for Concord. That was coming up into the field. There's David Sukak. Suka. Concord on the attack again. They're throwing it out. Ball's been towed through, picked up by Berala. Referee says play on. Apologies for the missed work on the camera work there. Maybe McGrath taking from the dummy half in that case. Look at Yusuf. Yusuf's got to turn around. He's got to run with a little bit more vigour. He's not running hard enough at this stage of the game. Peter Chichos comes in there. Craig Jones. Falls back. Ball goes out to McGrath. Krankovic, it was a lollipop pass. Very well to pick it up, but he turns around. He's ruled it was knocked forward and a scrum to pack down. It's 0-all. 7 minutes of play in an under-13s 1981 grand final. Berala to feed the scrum.
Jamie, still there?
Now feeds are coming to another Concord. Getting a mile of position out of that scrums. Somebody else on that down. Goes out there to number 16. There's a tackle there by Craig McGrath. Almost in the touch, not quite in the touch. The Berala players are offside here. Centre field. With the penalty being awarded to Berala. To Concord, I should say. Number 9, Jeff Abraham, comes up to take the kick for the Concord club. Penalty kicks are always important in the grand final, and there's very little wind to worry about here today. And Abraham sits down, placing the ball. Not an easy kick, it's just outside the 22. That is it. Coming into it. And followed through, and he kicks. It looks long. It's going to go off to the left-hand side. Knocked on by Berala on a scrum to go down. Now let's see whether Berala can win another scrum. They've been doing fairly well all season with their possession of the ball. Collapsing the scrum to Berala now. The penalty count. The penalty count against Berala here doesn't look so good. Not sure what's going to happen here with the Concord side with the decision. He's taking a tap. Right on the Berala line. Concord moving it out. They're moving out wide. They go back into the forwards. There's a Shepherd there, and Berala will get back position now. Can they hold it for another 6 tackles? Berala take the tap for Danny Krankovic. Steps back around across their forward. He's got a lot of pace and a lot of step here, Danny, but he's well tackled and put down. Craig Jones out to McGrath, out to Yusuf, running off his half-back. Charges up, and they put him down very, very physically. Jones, the dummy half, out to McGrath. Out of Peter Chichos, I think that was linking in with a nice long moving pass, and they've lost the ball again. There'll be a scrum ruled out of this. I think if Concord come up with possession again, they must hold the ball a little better, Berala. Concord on the run there. Berala inside the 5, I'd say, inside the 5. Another opportunity for him to take the kick. Concord line up here to take the kick, still 0-all. And we've had 12 minutes to play in the first half. Lining it up. Moving into it. Kicks this one, it looks a better kick. No, and it's flagged away. Picked up. Will Berala bring it back into play again. Danny Krankovic took the dummy half. He took it across field. Out to McGrath. Out to Mooney. Comes back inside again. I'd like to see Mooney with a little bit more room to move. Jones, McGrath, reversing the play back the other way. Good run here. Back out onto the wing there. Referee's called help. There's Peter Titchos out on the wing. At the McGrath, he takes a long kick. It's back now 20 metres on the Concord side of halfway. It's got to be a knock on. Berala tow the ball through. There's Jason Little racing for the ball. He picks it, and he knocks the ball on into touch, and there'll be a scrum ruled. Scrum to pack down. Yeah, scrum to pack down here, and the score still remains 0-0 in the under-13s 1981 grand final. We might be able to find out here how the Berala under-17s went this morning in their earlier match. So a few supporters just arriving. Looks like it's a Berala scrum win. The referee wasn't happy with that. We may have some problem there. Ball fed in again. Berala almost got the scrum win again. Berala have come up with the ball. With the first clean scrum win to Berala so far in this game. The dummy half out to Danny Krankovic. Danny, he's running across field. This is where he can run very well. If he can just get off the edge of the rucks and break them through. He's got a good side step there. When he takes us from the dummy half position, he's awfully close to the line. Still 0-0. Berala now, they've held the ball for 2 tackles. Can they keep it going? Out to McGrath. Out to Krankovic. Oh, and an intercept, and it's back to Berala. It should be 6 again. Yes, it's 6 again. Jim Dayu tapped the ball, took it forward. Good thinking. Plays the ball. Back to McGrath, runs it back to Krankovic. Krankovic. Out to Winnie. Oh, they knocked the ball behind. It's now being towed through. Could be a difficult one. Dived on by Berala, and they got the 6 tackles to go. Mooney takes it from the dummy half position, charges it back into their forwards. Berala keep on moving this ball around, they'll go well. Yusuf running out off his halfback again. And he goes up and he's still going. Good run by Yusuf, as long as he holds the ball there now. Gets up to play the ball. Around the dummy half spot. Back out. Danny Krankovic is out there and goes through. It's a try to the Berala club. That was very well done. Very well done there. It was, I remember rightly on the wing over there. It was possibly Glenn Roots or Craig Lambert, I think it was Craig Lambert, as Ronnie Dawson comes in to take the kick. The boys will be very happy with that one. A good little try. And it was good ball work, and the back line's what Berala's made of. They've got some good hard-working forwards in there, and they've got to turn around and just win the ball for the backs to score the points. It was a good effort. I'll just make sure that was Craig Lambert who scored that try. Is that Craig Lambert? Yes, we've had it confirmed that it was Craig Lambert. Ronnie Dawson now placed the ball. Far side of the field. We apologise for the sun here now. It's beaming straight down onto us. That's difficult for us to see. It looks a long kick. Just falls short. So the score is now at Berala 3, Concord 0, and with 8 minutes to go in the under-13 1981 grand final. As referee Carroll takes the centre field now. It's only a matter of Berala holding the ball for a few tackles. They've got the ability to go on if they get plenty of possession of the ball. There we go now. Concord to restart play. Long, deep kick. Goes back. Picked up by Matthew Overton. Matthew Overton brings it upfield, settles it down. Tackle 1. All out the back line again. To Krankovic, he steps back inside. He's got 2 or 3 watching there. He got his pass away though. Ronnie Dawson running with the ball. He gets his pass out to Peter Titchos. And Titchos has lost the ball. It's come up with a Concord ball. He's made a break up the sideline here. And he's well tackled there. Put down by McGrath and Dawson. The Berala player down, injured in back play. The attack's been turned into defence. the blind side. Danny Krankovic, I think it is, down in play. The ball's gone in a touch of scrum to pack down. A little concern on the looks of it. Frank Harman there is working on Krankovic. No, it's not Krankovic, maybe Peter Chichos. Yeah, it must be one of the forwards because I see them just calling their lock forward up to make up the second row. Here we have both hookers being called out here to show what's going on here. Referee Carroll doesn't like any discrepancies between people on the field. No disagreements. And then he's going to pack the scrum down again. Looks like we have a replacement and it had to be made here for Berala. So penalty to Berala. The hooker, he's just been cautioned and he goes in and gives the penalty away. Ronnie Dawson. Makes a good game, brings play just outside his own 22. The replacement going on is number 14 for Berala. Glenn Roots came in from his wing, run the ball across field, and he's heavily tackled. Replacement number 14 for Berala, not McDonough, I tend to think it's Tony Kelly's coming on in number 14 jersey. Back up on the play again. Goes out along the back line again. Berala throwing the ball around, almost like a forward pass. Ronnie Dawson coming into the play there. Along the back line again as Krankovic comes up, steps on it, draws a man, offloads to Mooney Elsamat. Elsamat's well tackled though, well covered. Defence moving up quickly. Out again it goes, Ronnie Dawson puts the kick in. So a good kick. Now it looks like it's gone out on the full, so we go right back now. And play to start with the scrum around about 10 metres on the Berala side of halfway, with Berala leading by 3 points to nil. Coming up to half time, 5 minutes to go to half time. Brass feeds the ball, that ball didn't go in, it came straight off the prop's foot. Brass feed it again, goes in, it comes back out again, the referee lets it go. Looked like it came out the same time on top to Krankovic. He's got Mooney Elsamad backing up with him, but he holds the ball and he loses the ball. Concord come up in possession again. Berala have only held this ball for once or twice for 6 tackles so far in the first half. The big forwards of Concord come charging onto the ball again. And he dropped the ball. Referees rule the ball drop. Oh, and he lets him pick it up and play the ball. A bad decision there by the referee. Should have been a scrum. I think that caught the bloody Berala people a little bit by surprise there, that ruling of the referee. Berala have got to defend hard here now. They 3 points. It's very close at half time in a grand final. There we go now, Concord on the attack again. They're taking it back in through the forwards. Berala's defence puts him down. Blow to lose Peter Titchoff so early on the forwards there because he's putting up a good performance. Ball out on the Concord back line, he kicks through. Good thinking, very well taken there by Matthew Overton, the fullback. Lays the ball back. Out it goes now, along the Yusuf. Brings the ball out about 22 metres out from his own line. Right from the dummy half, reverses play back around to Krankovic going up the blind side. It's a good split, He's looking for support. He supported slightly, overrun him on the outside, but he was looking on the inside as McGrath. McGrath goes out to Dawson to Yusuf. Yusuf was going to go for a run around, but he took it back in field himself. Goes the blind side. Got Dawson going up the blind side with him. Berala on the attack. Still got to get it up to the halfway. Almost to the halfway line. Goes behind Krankovic. Referee turn around and rules knock behind. Berala play the ball. Plays the ball. Berala now does a long driving kick. Oh, and it's just caught inside. The Berala defence moves up. Oh, and he slipped through that tackle, but it was a good attempt to get up there so quickly. And Berala forwards driving backward. That's what they've got to do. They've got to start. They can become authoritative in those tackles. Concord player very slow to his feet. Concord out along the line side. Some spectators have seen something we haven't seen here with the cheering coming out of it. Concord seem to be tightening the game up in amongst the forwards, giving Berala plenty of work to do, considering Berala had no ball in this first half so far. Well, this is the dangerous point. They've got a couple of good centres. They've got to put the man down with the ball. Tacklers there with McDougall and McGrath as they put him down. Concord still on the attack. And around they bring it up now almost to the halfway line. This is the fella who's got the pace. McGrath comes across. No, it's not McGrath. It was Shane McDougall. No, Craig Jones. The little hooker from Berala come across, a good covering tackle. They turn around, they try to run it across. He comes into the Berala fence, 6 tackles and the scrum to go down. Just on the halfway line now. We've got approximately 1.5 minutes to go. The half time of Berala leading 3 points to 0. And the under-13s 1981 grand final. Played at Jim Begnell Field, the home of the Western Suburbs Juniors. McGrath beats the scrum. It looks like it's a Berala win. Now it comes out the other side. It's a Concord win picked up by the lock. Then out on their halfback. Their ball goes loose. Goes into touch and another scrum to pack down. 3-0 Berala. Under 13, 1981 grand final. Coming up to half time, I'd say this could be the last scrum of the half. Instructions being given there now by the referee for a discrepancy in a tackle that appears somewhere as half time goes. Berala got to hold him out. Got to hold him out here. Concord take the kick. Finds touch now. About 10 metres on the Berala side of halfway. Right, ball going in there. Their hooker. Suga passes it out along the backs. This fellow's going to go for the kick. He puts the kick through and everyone's running straight back to the fullback. Well taken there by Matthew Overton. Played a good steadying fullback's job, and that's the last tackle at half time with Berala leading 3 points to 0 as we switch over to the Jim Begnell scoreboard. Berala 3, Concord 0 at half time in the under-13s 1981 grand final. We'll be back after this break.
All right, mate. All right, good to have a bit of a lead at half time.
Yeah, 3-0, 3-0.
We're back live at Begnell Field, ladies and gentlemen. And it's Berala leading Concord 3 points to 0 in the under-13 1981 grand final. We'll just take a bit of a pan at the spectators here in their black and gold, the supporters of Berala. A few people down along the fence there in the black and gold as we go up the other side. The main dressing shed area at Begnell Field, the referee, Carol, is now coming out. Touch judge go to tell the players it's time on for the second half of the under-13s 1981 grand final. Concord looks like they're first out onto the field again. Berala side still there. Starting to come out there now, led out by Craig Jones with the first Berala player out onto the field. For the second half now of the 1981 under-13s grand final. Berala have the kick-off in this half. Drive the ball deep, I would suggest, back into the Concord players and follow through as quickly as possible. Here we go, ready for the kick-off, waiting for referee Carroll. Referee Carroll checks with both captains. Time on. Berala take the kick. It's a long kick. Back to the Concord 22. The Concord player brings it up straight back up in the forward. Yusuf throws himself into a tackle. Ronnie Dawson went down low, missed the tackle. He's gone through 3 tackles, this fellow. He's eventually put down by Roots and McDougall. Throw the ball out on their back line. Could be Berala possession. Here it is. Referee is allowing play to go on. It's Snout, and Berala start off in the second half and hold the ball for 6 tackles. McGrath takes it across. Out to Krankovic. Came into the back line then. Plays the ball back. Craig Jones goes on his own. Good little solid run. Makes a gain there of about 8 metres. Goes up to McGrath. Out to Yusuf. Yusuf charges it back straight up into their forwards. He's running hard and strong. Takes play now just over the Concord 22. Ball comes back. Out to McGrath. Krankovic goes without it. Concord have come with a bad pass. Strikes the ball. I don't think he gives 6 away again. They put it back in turn. Yusuf coming in. He turns around. He's a little bit more aggressive with Yusuf. Concord turn around. They're pushing, shoving. There we go through a tackle of Craig Lambert's there. Craig Jones came in underneath with Glenn Roots. Forward on an attack. Underneath there by McGrath. Put the players down. They've got a player down here injured now. He slowly gets up to his feet. Concord still on the attack. Almost got the play to the halfway line. Player comes back in, swinging his arms to get direction, that fellow. Here they are now. Still Berala leading 3 points now. About 2 minutes of play into the second half. Concord looking down. They're looking for the big kick. Goes back deep. Over, chasing the ball. It'll go dead over the ball line. No, it didn't, and he catches it. Brings it out. Just brings it back into play. Should be a penalty there. Penalty there. Pulling the player back over the line after he tried to get up. Players down injured and time will be out. Referee Carroll calls time out there.
This is the 1981 under-13 grand final. Selection from these teams go into the Western Suburbs Harold Matthews representative side for 1982. So all the boys are trying to put on their best performance. I'll take the penalty here as Ronnie Dawson comes in to take the kick. Takes the kick and it just comes over the fence. It brings it about 5 metres from their 10 metres from their own line. Jones comes up. The referee's calling a halt to play here. The referee has called a halt to play. Time on again. Craig Lambert comes in from the wing to settle down play. The Berala forward's coming up doing a fall, and he's caught Concord well and truly inside the 5. Breaks Prayow up to the Berala 22 metre line. McGrath goes up to take a quick tap, takes the tap, gets a tap straight on to Krankovic. Krankovic is running with a bit of purpose. He steps around one tackler, steps around 2 as he turns around and put the ball to his support outside. That's a good run as they take over 2 tackles over in a touch on the far side of the field. Just in a touch. And the puts now just inside the Concord half as Yusuf is being spoken to by the referee. Turn around, they back down the Berala back line, standing steep, very deep. They get the ball, they've got purpose for attack. Concord to feed the ball goes in, it's a clean heel. No, referee's not happy with that. Scrub to pack down again. Back down, it's another clean heel, but no, he's turned around, he's penalised the Berala hooker, being offside in the scrum. Concord now come up to restart play. They're going to kick for the line on the far side of the field. Kicks for the line. Brings it played just now. 10 metres into the Berala half. This is the under-13 1981 grand final. Concord take the tap, pass it. They're standing a little bit flat-footed. The big fella wants to step back inside all the time, and he's well covered there, well tackled by Mooney. Also mad. They'll go there along the back line. They're letting it out. This fellow wants to run a bit wide. He goes to a couple of feeble tackles there. There's another good tackling move, passing move there to their winger. They're just inside the Berala 22.
Concord now playing with a bit of enthusiasm here. As the Yusak comes up, and he's very close to the line, very close to the touch line now, about 5 metres out from the Berala line. Berala forwards have got to move up a little bit quicker. Here they go now on the attack. He goes to the blind side. He's awfully close to the line. It's a try. It's a try. Referee Carroll has ruled the try. There's now 3 points all. 3 points all with a kick to come in the under-13s 1981 grand final. 3 points all. This will make a big ball game out of this one now. 3 points all. Berala will have to do a lot of talking amongst themselves now to get back into this. Concord have started very well in the second half. We're in our position here. We're almost directly behind the kicker. It's about 2 metres in from the sideline. Lines up to take the kick. Very important kick this. A game of football that is so tight. Comes in, kicks, looks long and straight. No, and it just finishes short of the goalpost, so the score remains 3-3 between Berala and Concord in the under-13s 1981 grand final. Just on 18 minutes to go. 18 minutes to go in this game. Berala kick off. Straight back, Concord full back. Letting them run at the moment too much. Ball play back up to the halfway. A little bit of feeling creeping into the game there. Shane McDougall coming in that tackle. Concord forwards now. They're coming in with a lot of purpose. They've got their tails up. They've scored those 3 points. Now they pass. Berala's been caught for inside the 5. Inside the 5, Berala. The penalty count against Berala is way up the penalty count. If we had Barry Rossi, he'd give us statistics, but he's not. Concord to take the tab. He takes tab, goes on his own, comes up in the Berala forwards. Oh, he pushes off one tackle. Coming back up through the forwards again. They're playing with a lot of enthusiasm now. Concord forward, they've lost the ball. It's Craigie's got the ball for Berala. That should have been a knock on. The referee's let it go. No to Yusof. He's coming up. He's not running hard and strong enough. They've got him well covered. They're putting him down. They're covering him all the time. Out along the back line again to McGrath. Overton's joined in with the back line again. Oh, they had to be offside there. The marker had to be offside. The referee didn't see that. It goes out along the back line now. Out to Yusuf. Yusuf runs up, throws a dummy, keeps on going, and he's just caught by the ankle and put down just outside his own 22. Kick forward. The referee's ruled it's a knock on. Three all and then the under-13s 1981 grand final. Dropping it back down. Ball's fed in. Concord heel. And they knock it back behind them. Berala defence putting the player down. It's Kelly from the wing coming in on that tackle. There's a kick through. It's anybody's ball. Gone back to a Concord player. The Concord have turned around. They're passing out along their back line. And another long pass out here to the wing. He cuts back inside. Goes round in circles. They've got to put the player down. They're not moving up quick enough. They're letting Concord run a little bit ball. 5'8" cuts it back inside. Passes on to his hooker. His hooker charges forward. Now Concord on the attack. 15 metres out from Berala's line. Concord turn around. They're throwing it around. Taking a lot to put the Concord player down. Berala's got to move up a little bit quicker. Shane McDougall, the tackler.
Oh, give it to him.
Again, Shane McDougall, the tackler, as the player ran from dummy half. Quarter corners out along their back line. They move it out along their back line. They're 5'8". Props. He goes back infield. He's going around in circles. He's tackled there by Craig Jones and Craig McGrath. 6 tackles gone. The scrum to pack down. Can Berala win another scrum? This is where they're falling down. No position. McGrath to feed the scrum. Goes out to another Concord ball. The halfback throws the dummy. Moody's got him. He's awfully close to the line. Players lying down on the field here. It's almost a try coming up here. Oh, and a saving tackle there by Jason Little. He's going to the forwards again, and they're in. It's a try. It's a try. That's 6 points to 3. Concord 6 points to 3. And the under-13 1981 grand final. Possession's been the big factor in the game so far. Possession's been the big problem. Now, Carroll's turned around and is calling out to speak to one of our players here. Concord player's enthusiastic now. He's placed the ball for the kick. Look at the size of it. Yes, and it's 8 points now, 8 points. 8 points to 3, Concord lead Berala. As they come up to restart play. Now we've got just on 13 minutes to go. A restart play. Berala are trailing now by 8 points to 3. Ronnie Dawson places the ball for the kick. Ready for the kick. Kicks it up high. Goes out in a touch and a scrum to back down. Scrum to pack round. Berala to feed. You can see the weight there of the Concord pack. To Berala ball, it's out to Overton, out to Krankovic, steps through one tackler. Outside support, overrun him then, and would have been a little quick pass, would have helped. Ball goes out to McGrath, out to Yusuf running off him. Back into the forwards. Play just outside the Concord 22. Out along the backs, out to McGrath, and a long pass out to Mooney. Mooney steps into the infield there, he's well tackled and put down. Gets up, plays the ball. Goes to McGrath. Out to Krankovic. Krankovic stepping through. Reverses the play back. Rather sloppy passes. Mooney comes back infield. They're not going in. Mooney goes through. He's almost through. A good run by Mooney. And so quick hands now from the Berala back line if they can get it out quickly. They give it to Danny. Gets it out. Back inside to McGrath. McGrath's going across field. Puts a pass through to Yusuf. Yusuf lobs the ball back and gives the ball back to Concord. Concord now in possession, just outside their own line. Concord now run it out from the dummy half position. Bring it out almost their 22. Berala trailing 8 points to 3. Concord turn around and their forwards come straight up and through it again. Now we got a long kick and it goes back. Krankovic is running back for it. Picks the ball up as the Concord defence come up there. He gets just ankle tap as he gets up. Now he's midway between the 22 and the halfway. Lambert turns around, takes from the dummy half, settles the play down. Jones comes in. Jones to McGrath. Concord are caught inside the 5. McGrath runs up to the referee to take the quick tap. Takes the quick tap. Runs it up. Back through into their forwards. Runs it back around to the blind side. Rather a head-high tackle there. The referee lets it go. Gets up, plays the ball out to Jones. Jones to Yusuf, walking up the blind side, not running up hard enough. He had Ronnie Dawson hanging outside him. Back to Jones. Back to McGrath. Krankovic runs across field. Well covered. Gets his pass away to Mooney. Mooney gets his pass back out. I think it was Matthew Overton. Back inside again. Back inside to Mooney. Mooney gets it onto McDermott. McDermott runs back in field. Berala now. 15 metres in. Oh, yes. McDougall penalised for kicking in the tackle there. Oh, and that was a good solid tackle. Penalty going to Berala here. It was a hard physical tackle, couldn't see anything really wrong with it. 10 minutes to go. Concord players are rather jubilant that they are leading. Concord got the penalty here. He's going to take the tap. Take the tap and pass out along. There's Fennis charging back into the Berala defence. Berala defence. Move up, they hit the man again. Solid. Keep on moving up. Concord are getting time to pass the ball. Right through. A good driving back tackle. And then 6 away again as he struck for that ball. They want to stop trying to kick for that ball. And Berala got the ball. The referee rules a scrum to pack down. Been a change in the Berala side here in the second row. They put Glenn Roots into the second row. Graf feeds. It looks like it's a Berala ball. Picks the ball up out along the back line. Out to Krankovic. He's running all right. He's got the fence there. He gets it out to Mooney. Mooney goes up to Jason Little. Jason Little's down the sideline. It's a great run. Oh, and a head-high tackle. Head-high tackle. Head-high tackle. And a very solid head-high tackle. As Jason Little goes down there, and a very solid head-high tackle. And the referee doesn't even question the tackle. There's questioning going on there with the referee, Carroll. 7 minutes to go. Berala trailing 8 points to 3. Jason Little back to his feet. Play restarts now. Ronnie Dawson kicks for the line. Brings play now just inside the Concord 22. Timeout called. Berala players go to chase the ball. Time back on again. Berala take the tap. Along with Krankovic. Krankovic runs it across field, steps through a couple of tackles, and they put him down to the ground. He's lost the ball. Drilled a knock on, a scrum to pack down. Not having the best of days, Berala, with their ball handling. Ball's fed in. let the Berala scrum win. Reverse play to Krankovic on the blind side. He steps through. He's still going to. He's held up now. 10 metres out from the line. Plays the ball back. They take it across the other way. McGrath throws a dummy. Goes back inside. He's almost to the line. Jones in the dummy half. Takes the ball from the dummy half position. He's almost to the line. He lost the ball. He's went over. Concord back in possession. Concord now taking up the blind side to the dummy half position. Bounces off a tackler back infield. Berala players seem to get injured in that tackle. There's 2 players down there. Referee calls timeout. Quite a lot of injury time coming into this game now. Berala still trailing 8 points to 3. The injured player down there for Berala was Ronnie Dawson, their captain. Ronnie Dawson's coming from the field. McDermott, I would say, would be the replacement to go on for Berala. Play to resume. Berala players have got to tackle hard and keep him down here and then get possession back of the ball. Recall Hill. Gra's got rather big discretion going on with one of their other players in there at the moment. Coming with a late tackle there, if be careful that he will get pinged. So put him down, they put him down. There's 6 tackles right, and the foot goes down just on the halfway. I know he's around, they kick it. Scrum to go down, right on centre field, halfway. They're running in now, 5 minutes to go, 4.5 minutes to go. Running out of time. The Concord lead, 8 points to 3. It could be a Berala scrum win, it is, yes, it's a Berala scrum win. And the referee has ruled it's Concord ball. Now he's ruled it's Berala ball. Ball goes back to Krankovic. Krankovic is running it out wide. Out to Mooney Elsamad. Elsamad splits him down. He's still going. He's tackled. Ball comes out along the half-back. McGrath out to Yusuf. Yusuf's not running strong enough. He throws the dummy, goes on his own. Gets it back out to McGrath. McGrath gets a pass. Out and goes out the winger. Right, they're just on the Concord 22. Along the back line again. Yusuf stops and turns. Runs up on his own. Tackled now, just inside the 22. McGrath goes to dummy half. Out to Krankovic. Krankovic runs across. He throws a long pass. Knocked back. Pick the ball up. Jason's almost in the corner. Well picked up, Jason. Berala now moving across Krankovic is going on his own. He's lost the ball. Concord now in possession. I think that could be the problem with the ball game now. I think it'll be very difficult for Berala to come back into this game now. The referee Carroll tells them to get back their 5. Concord turn around and run it from the dummy half position. Berala trailing 8 points to 3. And out their tackles, taking it straight up steady. 2.5 minutes to go. Oh, and the fellow running straight through. There's a big fellow. They're in chase of him. Yusuf chasing him. Yusuf just gets to him. And he's still going. He turned around and Berala came in and took the ankles from underneath him. Long powering run. The ball goes back. Good side tackle. Player goes down injured.
Yeah, mate.
Up.
Coming into the last 2 minutes of the game now.
Concord on the attack. Play to recommence. Penalty being awarded here to take the 2 kicks. Just to absorb up the time. That's the end of the game, I would say. End of the game. They're very disappointed Berala side, but they put up a big effort. No possession of the ball hardly. Kicks, goes up, long, flagged away, and the ball goes dead in goal. Restart centre field now in the last minute of the game. Berala coming up. 25 drop. Berala have got to follow this ball up. Good tackle, they lose the ball. Picked up by Jason and he goes into touch. Good effort, he's had a top little game, Jason today. Picked up all the loose ball he could. Scrum to pack down now. Just short of the halfway. Just short of the halfway. Concord ball. He's played the 6 tackles out there now, and it'll be a Concord grand final. We'll see Berala go down 8 points to 5. Forward running into there. The Berala boys have done a lot of tackling today. But walking, that's the end of the game, and Berala have gone down defeated by 8 points to 3 against Concord in the 1981 under-13 grand final. There's penalty to come. They take the tap, he runs it up. And the Berala players all put him down. That's the end of the 1981 final, as Craig McGrath spoken to there by the referee. And the game's all over, and Concord have won by 8 points to 3 in the under-13, under-13 1981 grand final. Thank you from Begnell Field. We say farewell to 1981.